We're live Fridays with Sue and Steph. And we haven't been together since COVID started even though sometimes we're in a socially distanced place, it's really hard to we can't be on a platform if you can hear each other.
That's right, because we had been together. I forgot that.
What?
We had been together. You're right, but not how people could see us.
It's not so practical because either we can't be close enough to really, like, there's that one picture of you lying in the grass trying to get the two of us.
Yeah, those were good times.
But but this week we're really not together because you're actually visiting your son.
It's true.
That's a good thing. Why do you look like it's a bad thing?
No, that's a really good thing. That's a really good thing. I was thinking about just the travel to get here.
So that's a problem, right? Like I just read something this morning that the last airline has done away with like restricting the number of people on the flight. And that must be because COVID is so under control that, we're returning to some.
You hear my husband snickering in the background as he's talking.
Well, we might not get our husbands on a podcast, but maybe they could be our guests on a Friday.
Yeah, he's just in his boxers now, so we're not going to do that now. But he's looking at me funny. No.
Well, I mean, no one knows what we're wearing on the bottom either.
Who knows if we're wearing anything?
Yeah, it's true. Well, this is a good segue into our topic today. Our topic today is, I started noticing that like Friday is a day where you can tell how my week went. And I was thinking like, well, first of all, it's way worse during COVID because it's my house that starts to like unravel completely. And normally there would be something happening in my week where someone would be coming over or something would be happening where I would like say, okay, I've got to dedicate an hour to making this look like we are regular people with a clean house and some order in our lives. Yeah. But we don't have that anymore. So it just like, I look around and I'm like, well, it's gross, but no one's coming over.
Same exact thing. I mean, our usual was on Fridays to get things under control for like dinner, whoever was coming over for dinner Friday night. And it just keeps piling. And there is a piece of me, I love it. And my kids always make this joke, like whenever I'd be cleaning up, they'd be like, all right, make the what's their line? Make the house look like a 5-star hotel. I think that's the line.
Yeah, well,
I have it right.
And do you have a system?
No. Well, that's not true. Ish. Like I have the okay, get all of these and that all goes in the drawer and get the that type of thing. But
I'm trying to get a link that we can share for an exciting program we're doing. So
I thought you had like a camera in my house and you're about to actually show really the state of my house. But there's a part of me that feels really relieved by it.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't have to do anything and that's great. And then there's a part of me that's like, oh my God, this is total madness because now we have no sense of having to do any of that. So do I have to put some controls in place? It's kind of like when, and this is a great problem to have, but we would have somebody twice a month come and, a housekeeper, whatever, cleaner. Beginning of COVID, like for 4 months, whatever.
Yeah.
We weren't letting anybody in. So we all had jobs. And so every other Saturday was like the deep clean and everybody, and there's a part of me that did really like it because it felt like something we could control.
I also, to me, that's what I envisioned my family living like. I just never got that. So like,
like from when they were little, like that was going to be
in my, who am I going to be as a mother?
Oh,
We were all going to have jobs and it was going to be at the same time so that it was like, music would be on. And like somehow, I don't know why, I was never able to pull that off. But the beginning of COVID, there was like a need for everybody. First of all, I had so many people in my house.
Yeah.
There was that need. Let's see. So Beth is saying, here, we'll share. Beth is saying, thanks, Beth. I understand that I have a 15-year-old and a 6-year-old who are both autistic. Clean is a myth. Well, first of all, it sounds like that would be really hard during COVID because having them both home and having to handle that. So hats off to you. And the thing about the mess for me in my house is that I know how much better I feel when I come into a house that's clean. So, you know, it's like, it's got to be affecting me, right? Like, what is it? The feng shui of your space or something? Anyway, so what's the first thing?
Spray has gone out the window.
Yeah. So what's the first thing that goes in your house? Like, what's the first tell?
First tell that things are completely out of control.
Yeah. And is it Monday or Friday that you notice?
It's Friday. It's Friday for sure. Yeah. I'm a little late to the game. It takes me a while. I'm not the most observant. I don't know. I have to think about that. What's your first tell?
Okay. So, it starts in the kitchen, like where you just see things mounting. But then I might correct that. And then I start to notice piles like that haven't been gone through. But then today I realized I have a whole new one. This is only COVID. Okay. So like yesterday I put on real clothes and I actually don't spit out your coffee.
Well, I know where you're going, I think.
I felt good about it, but like there are kind of days, Dan would be horrified, where I like take the exercise clothes out of the dirty basket and just say like, what's the difference? And put it on and go exercise. But today I realized I grabbed something. Oh, this is backwards. I grabbed this because it was like the right kind of weight for like to feel warm, but not feel too hot. And then I put it on and I realized it's not mine. I've never seen it before. I don't know why.
I'm looking at it thinking, I've never seen Sue in that. So it's really funny.
Yes, I don't care about calves.
Yeah, I know.
Swag. So I'm wearing someone else's clothing right now. It was actually, in fact, in my closet. So how did it get there? In my shelf. So
here's my observation. Oh, go ahead, and then I'll tell you.
No, just all a spiraling, like not on top of anything. And I actually start to think it's reflective of my mental health, which then kind of makes me even spiral more. And let's see, Beth says, clean clothes on the back of the couch. Oh, never put away. Yes. Yes. Like literally you go searching for the socks that are clean.
Beth, that is so good because I had like a whole pile of, I'm like, what happened to all the sheets and towels? I'm like looking all over. Well, they were clean, just on a chair in the living room, what happened to the living room? We used to sit in that room. Now, like, no one's in there. Like, that's the other thing, like how the house has changed. That's like a whole other strange thing because the rooms we're using, like the kitchen is on overdrive, right? So the living room is underused. It would be funny. It's almost like the game of Clue where you'd be like, okay, let's go. We're going to go from the conservatory to the ballroom.
I think every corner in my house is being used. Like when the kids are all home, everyone has to designate a space that is theirs. We had mattresses in our living room for months because one of my kids decided that was her office. And
my God.
Collected the mattresses and stacked them.
You are totally right, Sue, because it is only because now we're back down to one kid. And you're right. Every room was being used. That's totally
every corner. Like you needed to feel like you had something that was yours. Okay, so Leslie, I'm a little jealous. It's just weird that I feel my house needs to be spotless and organized when no one ever comes over. I guess it helps me keep my brain less cluttered. I know you're right. I know that's true.
Wait, can I PM Leslie my address? Do we have that on
stream? Why do you have to private message it? Really? Okay, let's see what Lori says. I miss having our cleaning ladies crew once a month. So clean. Now I am the full-time cleaning lady, and I'm not doing such a great job. I'm good to keep the dishes clean. Well, you're ahead of me since we're always eating and laundry. Okay, now you get 2 stars. Putting out all the fall decorations had me in a cleaning frenzy. So dusty in here. My son's room only seems to get cleaned if he's having a But was that any different, Lori? Really? Did son's room actually get cleaned? I mean, my kids, like, I have a rule. I just don't go in. Like, yeah.
Same. That's so funny, Sue. Wait, Sue, I've decided. So based on your how you were reporting, like the things you're clean, what you put on your body now, COVID has turned you into a teenage boy is what I've decided. Because now it has to pass the smell test. You don't even know if it's yours. Like same thing. Like one of our boys will say to the other one, that's not even yours. That's Dad's. So like, I think that's what's happened. You've transitioned into a teenage boy. Congratulations.
Yeah. So in my house, it could be the teenage girls also. Because like the girls, my boys are too far apart in age. Although now,
Yeah.
now the younger one towers over the older one, but they're 9 years apart, so there was no confusing whose clothes were what. But my girls are close together.
Yeah.
And like it was, and I like let's see. So Beth, I would put the clean clothes folded in a room until this is before I made my kids do their own laundry. And I would say, everybody take your clothes and put them in your room. And so they would knock over piles. And by the end, there was so many items of clothing there that no one said was theirs, that I thought, something's wrong here. Like, should I throw these out, give them away? Like, no one would take them upstairs. It was crazy.
It really is. I was thinking about you were saying, I think, how did you ask it? Like, do I have a system, or you were asking something earlier, and it was making me think that I'm not a systems person. I wasn't a systems person pre-COVID.
Oh, so the system was about, like, when someone calls up in pre-COVID and says, I'm going to stop by in an hour, I could get my house looking spotless. In fact, give me 15 minutes. I took laundry baskets, dumped everything. Like, I was so good at that, but it wasn't in order. It just would give you, it was like my Facebook version of my house.
Okay. That's really good. That's really good. Yeah, that would be a great suit. So some of our listeners probably know this, that when we started Your Teen, it was Sue's idea. And the thing that you always talk about was when you would read Parents Magazine, where they would have like the quick fix, like make the grocery store a game, right? Yeah. This is a good.
Let me tell the game, because it was so great.
Yeah.
I literally the suggestion was in Parents Magazine to make a treasure hunt out of going to the grocery store, because I had 3 kids very close together and a husband who was a resident in his residency. And no family in town, no anything. So I had to take those 3 kids every time I went to the grocery store. And in order to make it bearable, I would make a treasure hunt out of the grocery store. And they were young. They couldn't read. They couldn't go on their own. But this Parents Magazine suggestion was cut out pictures. So that was the event for the day, literally going to the grocery store.
It's such a good story.
Which I always thought was the reason to do Your Teen, so that we could give these kind of tips that would change your day.
So can you take some pictures of my house and then show me how I'm going to get it to look really
cool? I think actually what we could do, yes, we could have Marie Kondo.
Yes.
Which is now a verb. We could have someone Marie Kondo our house. But also, maybe we should start like on our Facebook page, like, show us your Facebook house.
Yeah.
And like, tell us how long it took you to get the pretend house.
It would be really funny. And I'm looking at Lori's comment about a magic laundry genie. It reminds me of my article. We should post it. Remember the genie, we'll have to find that. Lori, I wish for the same thing. I used to say that Apple needed, like, there was like the eye this. I'm like, how about the eye laundress and the eye? Yeah. Right there with you.
Yeah.
My husband would say he is the eye laundress, because that is one of his superpowers, is laundry. Who? My husband.
Oh.
He's giving me the power sign behind.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Dan, so this is my favorite. Well, I have a lot of favorite Dan stories, but this one. So when we first got married, we really were like that, split down the middle. You do this, I do that. If someone cooked, the other cleaned. And then he started his residency. So he was literally never home, just never home. And you can't ask somebody after 2 days of no sleep to come home and do their job. Like, they haven't. We turned into a less satisfying, for me, traditional house of like, the house was mine. And so I would do the laundry. And then I don't even know what happened where Dan put up a load of laundry. No, he didn't put up a load of laundry. That would be ridiculous. I did the laundry. He wanted his jeans, and I said they're in the dryer. And he got like, well, I don't dry my jeans in the dryer. And I was like, for 20 years, your jeans have been dried in the dryer. Like, literally indignant that I would put his jeans in the dryer.
I'm trying to figure out if I had big ears over here listening, because same.
Yeah. But he does the laundry.
Yes, but didn't used to be that way.
All right. Anything else to share?
Oh, no.
Anybody have any other stories to share with us? What makes you see that your life is out of control that week? And then how do you remedy it? What's our remedy?
Yeah.
And what does it mean to sustain it? Like, I think you say you don't have systems.
Yeah.
I have systems. Like, I have always liked cleaning a window that was filthy.
Oh,
But I don't want to clean a window that looks just a little dirty. Like, where's the satisfaction, right?
mm-hmm.
So, like, the sustaining of something is what's hard for me.
Yeah.
Where I've gotten to the point where I put my keys in the same place because now I'm old and I won't remember where they are. But like, what does the rest of life look like?
Yeah.
Oh, let's ask Leslie. Leslie, what's the system? How do you do that? Is it like once in a while?
Pretty good on keeping things organized.
Yeah. Well, if anybody has any suggestions, put them in the comments. Oh, it's Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Is it? Oh, well, you're not home, so it doesn't matter.
I think we're going dark.
Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to share with you guys that we're doing a 2020 Holiday Rescue Summit. It's November 10th to 12th. We have really good experts giving such valuable advice. And I am looking for the link.
Holiday Summit, not Rescue Summit.
Oh, yeah. 2020 Holiday Rescue, a free virtual summit for parents. That is the title. And the idea, the goal is to give all of us suggestions and just some like helpful advice right now to change our headspace around what the holiday season 2020 can look like and still be joyful. So here's the link. Leslie does have an idea. Okay, first she said, there's a remedy, but then I try to have my 15-year-old spend 5 minutes a night picking up. That is really doable. Wow, that's not such a burden, but it would make a difference. See, Leslie, you did have a remedy. I knew that you would have one.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing. And I would say, so my kids are all out of the house. My youngest is in college, and I've been doing some of the interviews for the Holiday Summit, and I'm so moved by what these experts are saying. So even if your kids are a little on the older side, coming home from college, I think that it's really going to be valuable. So click on the link, sign up, and we'll see you there. There's also going to be a corresponding Facebook group where we'll have some daily stuff going on. So it's going to be exciting and fun. People are already signing up. Yay. Yeah. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. Stephanie, enjoy. Where are you?
Austin.
Have a great time in Austin.
Thank you. Bye, guys.